Hey y'all, it's Jen. I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be a haul slash products that I will be reviewing or things to come. This isn't everything that I've purchased over a period of months, but this is just what I'm testing out in the moment. Taking a little bit of a pause here and kind of putting this up because I've had some comments specifically about my swatch videos. Swatch videos are references only, and what that means is they're not a review, they're just there to show you what it looks like against my skin color, because some women of color want to see it against their skin, other women of color, which is usually what I like to do before I go out and purchase it. You might like a particular product for something else. You might not like the swatches. You might not like the swatches against my skin tone, or you might say the swatches look a certain way. That's fine. It's reference. It's not to convince you to buy anything you don't want. I'm just showing you what I have and to put the information out there. Just like my reviews on my foundations, they're 100% honest, but they are my opinion. Your experience with a particular product might be different from my experience. I watch several reviews before I go out and purchase a high-end product or something that's going to cost me a little more, even if something that's going to cost me less. I look at several reviews and I tally things up as far as positive and negatives, and I make my own decision. My reviews are not there to persuade you to get anything you don't want. It's just there to let you know how I feel about the product anyway. So let's start with what's on my face. So I've been testing out as far as foundations. Drugstore foundation, the Revlon Colorstay. I finally went back to this. Years ago I went to the Colorstay and I got totally the wrong color, mahogany and toffee, which was toffee's way too light and mahogany is way too deep. So I went and I got cappuccino and caramel. This is caramel and this is cappuccino. I think I'm leaning more towards this. It's a little bit more red, but since summer's coming along, I think this might be just all I need, but I do find myself mixing them to get an ideal shade. I have it on today. Really nice coverage, pretty daggone full coverage foundation, goes on really nice, photographs well. I really am liking this so far. I'm testing this out. That might change. I'm just starting to wear this. Wore it 3 or 4 times. I'm still playing with the mixing and matching my skin tone and all that other stuff, and I will get back to you about testing out the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which in essence this would be the dupe for the Estee Lauder, and my color is sandalwood. I find that this color is pretty much dead on. A little bit muted, maybe neutral for me. I wish it was a little bit more warmer, but that's easy. I can add something to that, but pretty much dead on. Right now, the first time I applied it, awesome, and then I applied it with a different technique. Did not like that. Found that it reacted differently with different concealers when I applied it differently. So I have to kind of play with this a little bit more, but overall with cream contour, this works very well. So I'm very happy with this so far. Next is the MAC Matchmasters and Color 7.5. Trying to knock this at all, but I found that this was difficult to work with because my expectations were more of a higher medium coverage. This is really low to medium. It really is, and you can't color correct or anything with this at first. You have to apply it first, then do your color corrector and your concealer, and then apply another layer of this. I found that because of the technology or the way it works, it matches your skin tone. So if you have orange or yellow or green and you put this on, it's going to peer through and it's going to make you look more orangey or green because it's matching what's underneath. So I had a bad experience with that, but when I did go back and correct that situation, this photographs beautifully. It looks the most like skin. It is absolutely gorgeous. The finish on this is gorgeous. Now the Estee Lauder looks like skin, don't get me wrong, but this really looks like skin, and it gives you such a blurred, soft focus finish. It really is nice. I can see why people like it, but it's just it's a little bit more tedious if you like that full coverage, or if you have dark marks, you have to really cover your marks. Have a really good concealer that matches your skin tone dead on to really make this work. So I'm not 100% sure about this. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. Skindinavia makeup finishing spray, the original makeup saver, up to 16 hours. This one, I've got the, how many ounce? 4 ounce version. It comes in a bigger ounce, and this is pricey. This company makes a lot of other high-end, like Urban Decay's all-nighter is basically this, but they have other variations of this, like bridal ones. It's nice. It gives a really nice mist. I find I spray a lot of it. I do notice that, yes, especially my blush stays on a lot better with this so far. It's okay. I'm not going goo goo gaga about it. It's nice. I like it. I don't know if I'll repurchase it again, but so far so good. Next we have the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal by Becca, and I was debating about the powder and the liquid. It is first of all, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous on my skin tone. This kind of champagne-y rosy color is fabulous, but as applying it in the highlighter and then the T-zone, I find it very difficult to figure out how to place it and make it blend better, because it doesn't come off patchy, but once you place it and you have to quickly pat it, and once those few pats go in, it kind of doesn't move, and then it can come off swatchy, or you know what I mean, or streaky, if you know what I mean. And I've tried it with a beauty blender. Beauty blender tends to work the best, but the beauty blender takes away the shine, a little bit of the shine, if that makes any sense. I tried with different brushes, with brushes soaked in like a setting spray, things like that, or a mist, and I find that usually with a stippling brush and a mist it works pretty good, but again, it doesn't get that really intense shine as if you were putting your finger on it. So I'm still trying to work with this product. I do have the Topaz one, which I'll show you next. I have the Topaz one, and I've used it with the Revlon foundation, and I use that because the Revlon can come off a little bit dry. So with the Topaz, that gives it a little bit of a light glow, and that makes the foundation a little warmer, and it makes it look a little bit more like skin. You know what I mean? Gives you kind of more warmer look. So as far as in the foundation, I think this would be ideal even on high points, but I'm still trying to figure out how to work it the best. I don't have a lot of control over it in this liquid form as far as putting it as highlighter. I can see why people get the powder version of this, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just get the powder version of it because I can control that way better than I can control. Like I said, I have Topaz mixed in with the foundation, give me a light glow to warm up the skin, to make it look a little bit more skin, because the Revlon Colorstay comes off, like I said, a little bit dry. The Becca Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation in Sienna, and y'all are probably like, Jenny, girlfriend, didn't you just buy a foundation? Full coverage foundation. I do not have a match in the full coverage foundation. However, I do have a match in this. Sienna does match a little bit more on the deeper side, but that's okay. It does match my skin. Very much similar to this kind of coverage. It's medium at best, but if you use a concealer and you apply it, it is beautiful. I do like it so far. Definitely would set this with some powder because I would be afraid of a potential fading, but I'm just getting into this one. I only tried it once. A medium buildable coverage, which it says right here, it is medium coverage, and it does go on lovely. It blends in lovely, absorbs into the skin, little to no transfer. I didn't notice any transfer at all, and it looks really good on the skin. It looks like skin, very much like the Matchmasters here. So those are the foundations I'm trying out. I do have other foundations that are coming. I have a Bobbi Brown foundation, a NARS foundation that's on back order, and a Chanel foundation, and I'm pretty much done with high-end until maybe a while. I'm hoping for a while. I just want to make sure that I get some products that I don't see too many reviews on, because it is an expensive item, and I want to make sure that I get my review out there, especially if you're similar to my complexion. You can have a reference, or if you're a woman of color and you want to see someone of a darker complexion or a warmer complexion or whomever, try out the foundation and give your thoughts. I mean, there's other reviews out there that have women of color doing it, but I just want to add to the group because I think the more the merrier. So these are just what I'm working on right now. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, requests. Again, please feel free to ask, rate, comment, subscribe if you subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.